All right, guys, and welcome back for another edition of Nighttime. Joining us tonight, we have Jono.
Hello, good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you back. Been away for a bit and recharged the batteries.
Yep.
So, and the crazy lady.
Hello.
And yeah, we had a win.
Yes, they did. We did, but unfortunately I didn't tip it.
Did anyone?
No, I did the reverse psychology so they would win. So, you can thank me for that.
So you're going to take the Broncos this week? So
Yes.
Well,
So hopefully they'll win.
Broncos are coming off 2 losses, so
But we've got the big Clem back, and I reckon he'll be in for a big one.
Mitch Barnett's out.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that soon. But yeah, there's a few surprises, but yeah, big Clem.
I was just disappointing. It was in Campbelltown. It wasn't at home, so
Yeah, it would
a
have
win's a
been.
win.
There's only 2 more home games too for the season.
I think it's about 4 weeks left or 5 weeks left, is there? So, well, it's good to still got a couple of home games. I know some teams don't have any or just one left. So.
Yeah, and might even make a few trips down to the finals. Oh no, we're not going to be in it, but might jump on the Panthers bandwagon.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, at this rate, they're dropping like flies too.
No, they'll be fine. They've only got to win one more to be assured the minor premiership. So, yeah, we'll get into a few of those a bit later with Around the Grounds, but got a good show tonight.
Yeah.
Few prizes to give away.
Yep.
Jason Momoa.
I'm a mower.
Momoa. No, not Jason, just the mower we're giving away. But, yeah, sorry, Mitch, you can't win him. But, yeah, got a few giveaways tonight, and, yeah, so let's get into it, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Crew review. So, the Knights. Honestly think that was probably their best defensive game in a long, long time.
I'm going to be honest. I moved house on the weekend, so I didn't catch the game between that and work. But old mate had it on in the club for the radio. And I think that last 5 minutes was very dicey for the Knights. Like, apparently, that was their best defensive stand they've had all season.
They had about 4 or 5 repeat sets or something against them.
Oh, really?
What was that about 4 or 5, something like that?
Yeah. I thought the defence was going to break, but they didn't.
Their defence, honestly, was probably the best I've seen all year, to be honest.
And they only scored their 14 points in the first half, didn't they? They didn't score any points in the second.
The Tigers got their points in the second half.
Oh, okay.
But Joey Johns let something out of the bag that I found a bit interesting. He said before the game that Tex Hoy said they're going to let the shackles off. And so does that mean that they were going to play their own game? You know what I mean? Like,
unless they meant like they were just letting Tex Hoy just play his own game, like rather than trying to be, you know, how some people are like, oh, you're going to play like Kalen, like you're playing the same thing like Kalen Ponga does, but maybe like there's only one Kalen Ponga, and maybe he plays a certain way. Obviously, they've let Tex Hoy do his thing and just
interesting, but because honestly, I thought it was probably our best performance. Attacking and defending probably for a good, since round 3 or 4. So it's I know it's a big call, and I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, it was only the Tigers, but I mean the Tigers have been playing pretty well the last
they've been
last 3 or 4 weeks. So.
Well, you look at the Tigers; they should have beat the Cowboys in Townsville. I was actually at that game; it was good fun.
They actually beat,
they should have won. Yeah,
which the NRL won't overturn.
But. And they beat Parramatta, or they did pretty well.
Yeah,
Broncos. Yeah, so
they beat Parramatta.
Yeah, earlier in the year, did they?
And
they won one against Parramatta and lost one.
And they went pretty close with not pretty close, but give a fair shot with the Panthers too.
So the Tigers are no like slouches, and they come out and play their game
without just Jackson Hastings too.
Yeah, true. He's a big. Why? I'll get into it a bit later, but why we're still looking at Luke Brooks is beyond me.
Are we?
Apparently so.
There's only one. I'm going to be spewing if he goes to this club. If Luke Brooks somehow ends up at the Storm, I'm going to be fuming because look at Bellyache and his development of halves and fullbacks and all that.
Let him go.
Yeah, but
is that why we miss him?
No, but I'm saying he'll turn into the next Jerome Humes, like all.
Luke Brooks?
Yeah.
That's good. As long as he doesn't come to Newcastle, I'm happy. We need someone like Jack. Luke Brooks is not our answer.
No, I don't.
He's not going to change us. I know I don't care if we've got Joey Johns or what. Luke Brooks is not our answer. You know, more of a Jackson Hastings could, or I just.
This is something like I brought up. I don't think I have brought up, but look what the Dogs have done. They were chopping and changing their halves in the beginning of the year. Then they're finally stuck with the halves, and then they're killing it. That's why I'm annoyed with O'Brien that he hasn't stuck.
100%.
Like Milford,
Yeah.
like I understand injury for injury, but Milford coming in, what does he do? Drops Clifford and drops Clune. Like obviously,
You got to stick with him.
and like Milford's not going to be here next year, so why is he still playing?
Put him at 14 if we have to.
Exactly, and keep. It's not like he gives us the best chance to win because he probably does, but we're out of the final, so let's try and get that.
Have you ever thought of Clifford at 7 or 6 and Kurt outside him?
No, man.
And just stick with it. Like you said, pick him and stick
No,
with
that's what I'm hoping. That's what happened next year. Like whatever halves, barring injury, is picked at the beginning of the year, stays with them.
it. Do you think that could work? I
He's
wouldn't
played a
mind
bit
seeing
of
it, to be honest.
He's played a bit of 5'8" when he was with Pearce, and he's done really well at 5'8". But is he better suited with the squad we've got for a 13 role? Or?
I just think with Milford going, do you leave Clune in or do you put Clune at 14? You know, I just not 100% convinced with Clune, and I also don't think Phoenix Crosland's quite ready for it. In time, maybe, but I just don't think he's ready for the full-time role. But I did see this week that this bloke, seriously, we're going to have to do a new segment, and it's where the most stupidest comment of the week comes from. And they're talking about swapping Tyson Frizzell for Luke Brooks. It would be a good swap.
Yeah,
Who's
for the Tigers.
They reckon it would benefit the Knights. I mean, are you
Who's they though?
bloke at Kent, is it?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
Paul
listen.
Kent
wouldn't-
from
Nah.
Fox Sports.
I wouldn't listen to anything
No.
he says.
Oh,
no.
bloke in a bar.
No, the Reed, sorry, it was Triple M's
Oh, Brent
Brent Reed or whatever.
Brett Reed, something like that.
Oh,
Was he
anyway.
a Tiger supporter or something? Because I can only see that's like
Who
going.
would want it? I would have 100 Tyson Frizzells in my team before. You know, like, you know what you get from Tyson. And I'd rather put Tyson in at 5'8" or halfback than have Luke Brooks.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd rather put David Clemmer at halfback.
hey, so would I. But no, that's just stupidity. That's like slop. Excuse me.
This is probably about 5 years ago. I don't know if this was going around, but everyone was praising Luke Brooks as the next Joey Johns.
Yeah, look
And
what
I
happened there.
And I said, you can't do that to like a young player like that. Like say he's going to be the next like greatest.
Not saying he's crap.
Big shoes to fill.
I just
Yeah.
reckon he's garbage. For us. He's not the answer.
Like you said, he needs a fresh start somewhere. But where's that fresh start going
That's
to
right.
come?
He will go good in a team down the storm maybe, but he's not the answer for us. He will be back to what we were doing this year.
I thought he
He
could.
can't even get a start in the Tigers at the
I
moment.
reckon he's just they know it's run its course and they don't want to play him.
Yeah.
Leave it to I.
I reckon.
Well, leave it to I.
I reckon I could see him actually going to. I thought the Raiders might have been an option
Yeah, that'd be good for him.
under Sticky Ricky, or like they've got White and then
But
Fogarty,
is he a dog?
probably.
Weak gutted.
Weak gutted.
Or like he needs to go to a club that's like well established.
And he
Yeah,
needs someone
strong.
decent outside of him. He's
Well, Dewey's I reckon half decent.
That's right. So if they stuck with him, you watch him change. But at our club, Clifford outside him, and I just don't think that's the answer for Luke
No, it's
Brooks.
not.
I want to see the Tigers sign Huey and Louie.
I didn't think we were doing our jokes as yet, but anyway. But yeah, he is a class player. I mean, the Tigers are going to go great next year, without a doubt. But I just don't understand the fuss. They didn't behind it. There's
How many years he got at the Tigers still? Has he got a? Is it
one more year, I think.
Okay, he's gonna.
Wouldn't worry about it unless it happens.
Yeah, well, I better not. Anyway, big Clem. Yeah, had that 1 game suspension and a $3,000 fine. I did hear, whether that's true or not, but I just think it was a big waste of. It shouldn't have been made public. Should have been dealt with in the house.
Yeah.
And I just hope that it hasn't done damage where Clemmer wants to leave now.
Because we need Clem to stay. He's like one of our, what do you call it, silent leaders or like leaders of the clubs.
Like, you got to ask yourself, the club needs to look at the reaction this bloke gets when he gets sent to the sin bin. Like, how many blokes do you know that get sent to the sin bin get a standing ovation? I've never seen it before. Like, that's obviously the influence this bloke has on the fans. So he brings fans to the stadium, bums on seats, which is more money for the club. That in itself is, a marquee player for the club. And look at his form.
He's been in good form.
He
gives 100% every week.
That's right. And they go, oh, but he's not an Origin player anymore. Well, he still is. It's just that the coach didn't pick him. But his stats say that he should be an Origin player.
Yeah, look at the effort too. I reckon sometimes stats are overrated. If you just watch a game, look how much people try.
Yeah.
And that goes back to showing the passion he had. He didn't want to come off, regardless we're getting beat. He didn't want to come off. He still wanted to try it.
You still got steam coming out your ears.
Yeah, a little bit. I just hope that it hasn't damaged and he wants to go.
Yeah.
All over someone that should be, sitting behind a desk and shouldn't be butting in on the running of the team, I don't believe.
Was it him I read about? They had a news headline up saying he's made a big move, him and his family, and then it's clickbait. You click on
huge,
it. He's moved from somewhere like Hamilton to Merriweather or something.
No, Valentine?
Yeah.
Huge. I'd hate to pay the bill to Alabama.
Yeah, next door, pretty much.
Yeah, apparently it was like 5 minutes up the road. He's built a...
Yeah, I read that. I'm like,
house.
yeah, Clem's made a big decision on his next move. I clicked into it. He's like,
thinking, where's he going? Yeah. So
humongous move.
I think you're safe.
Hopefully, but yeah.
Well, and that's the thing about a lot of people don't take into account. Like all these players, coaches have all got families, and they don't really want to relocate to a bigger city
they got 3 kids. Like, you don't want to have to change schools all the time. You want them to settle.
That's right. But yeah, we'll go into a bit more news. Ricky Stewart.
Sticky Ricky's got his fingers stuck in somewhere.
Suspended for 1 match and issued with a $25,000 fine and cannot communicate with the team for 1 week.
Yeah. 6 days now.
Yeah. How'd you say that?
Yeah, I thought it was... I didn't know really what to expect, to be honest. I'm glad he got some kind of suspension and fine. I thought they were just...
I thought it was pretty poor.
It's pretty bad to single out a player like that. And
considering it goes back to when he was 7-year-old.
Oh,
12.
That's what
11
I
or
mean.
12.
But yeah, it's pretty. It's a low blow from
I can understand being a parent that you.
But because he's such a high-profile person.
Yeah, but he's not known to keep his opinions to himself. He's a sore loser.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I didn't mind Ricky Stewart, but that's just a no.
No, because we saw a special on him where he was, he had that. He's got that special needs place.
Yeah, he does a lot because I think it's his daughter that's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you look at it like that, you can sort of see why maybe it's been such a raw.
But you deal with it. You don't carry hate for 11 or 12 years. It's not healthy.
But the point is too, the poor bloke, the player, it was an accident. He couldn't see what he's doing. He's just trying to get out.
Only he knows whether it was an accident or not, but being kicked in the cajulies wouldn't be nice.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Starling got up.
What did they say? One in the attic and one in the basement? Because he got kicked in the head and then excuse me.
The furry beanbag.
Yeah, the lolly bag.
Yeah. If I saw that definitely would have caught my eye.
well,
there goes what caught my eye.
What, the furry beanbag?
No, I didn't see that.
But my point would be, I don't know how hard it got him because he was, then he was fine pretty quick.
Yeah, when he
I reckon he's played a bit of soccer in his youth, I reckon.
Yeah, because
Milked it.
If that was my lolly bag, I would have been crying.
Listen, baby, I don't care if he is a fat bastard. You don't give a man a shot in the pills. It's just not cricket.
You know what I mean? Like a footy boot to the lolly bag is not.
Oh no, like especially you got to be rolling in pain for about a couple minutes. Like even if you get up, you're
still winded.
Yeah, exactly.
And my other point is, should he go on to the HIA?
Well, that's what
Like
happened to
Kurt
Kurt
Mann.
Mann.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. Hi guys, and welcome back. And the Tigers, the NRL have confirmed that there'll be no consideration of the Tigers Cowboys result, and announced that they will not do. You know, it just stands as
Pursue
how
legal
it is.
action.
Look, to be honest, I was at that game. I was very nervous because I had a shocking round of tipping that week, and I was concerned I was going to get another loss. But because I was up in the crowd, I didn't know what was going on and all this kind of stuff. But what I heard was the referee was asking Townsend, "Did you want to challenge? Did you want to challenge?" And then from what I heard is a ref's not supposed to encourage players to challenge the rule, like challenge the thing.
So it's got to be on their own back.
And like, it was another thing about it shouldn't have been a challenge anyway because it was the end of the game.
Yeah.
Just move on.
But
But I do think the Tigers were the better team that week and
They
should have
were wrong.
won.
Yeah.
But I
Big
think
time.
the NRL was in a hard spot. If they gave them the points back and reversed the decision, they've got to go back all these years that it's happened and do the same.
And not only that, everybody that's put bets on the
That's
Cowboys
right.
and Tigers,
That's
they'd
right.
have to pay him back. And
So, yes.
I think that's got to be cleared up a bit more.
Yeah.
Bronc.
Yep.
That's right. A bit of sad news. Felice Kafusi, Stormbreak rower, he will not play this round as his father passed away. Poor bugger. Over in
America?
America, it was?
yeah, because he flew over there not that long ago.
Yeah, he missed
Origin.
third game of the Origin. So,
That's sad.
yeah, so poor bugger, but
Yeah.
thoughts go with him and his.
So let's go with the Kavusi family.
Also, I had a few passings this week, haven't we?
Olivia?
Olivia
yeah.
Newton-John, yeah. And, well, another one that we'll get into a bit later that it's pretty close to home. So, Andrew Voss and Mark Guy are both calling for the NRL to suspend Ricky Stewart for the rest of the year. I think that's a bit harsh.
I think that's a bit harsh, to be honest. I think probably one game was fair, maybe 2 games tops.
Yeah,
But
or
the
a
rest
big
is,
fine. But,
yeah.
Or, mate, I'm happy with the one game, the fine, and if he comes out, makes a public apology, to be honest.
The club apologised.
Yeah, but the club shouldn't.
But I'm happy with the suspension fine he got, but the rest of the season, ugh,
That's a big call,
that's a
isn't it?
big... Like,
That's not a big season left for them, though.
well, well, yeah, that's true.
There's another one I'm not real happy with, but Isaiah Papali'i, if we say it correctly, he's confirmed that he's yet to make a decision whether he'll honour the contract he signed with the Tigers or backflip to remain in the Hill. I'm sorry, Floorboy Gary. He signed the contract, he goes to the Tigers. Or he sits out for that period of time. But I did hear that he signed because Madge was the coach. If that's in his contract, fair enough. If it's not,
Well, that's
is
like...
he using it as an excuse?
That's like Kickout saying, like, or Reid Mahoney saying they signed on the club because of the Barrett was going to be there, but he gone.
Oh, well, that's right. So
Yeah, but then I reckon that opens a whole can of worms, like with all
Exactly.
those.
Yeah.
Or even Mick
if it was in the
Barnett.
contract, that's right. He did go to, and we know because he openly come out and said he's going over because of Brownie.
Yeah,
Brownie's
exactly.
gone, but he's still going.
But Daly Cherry Evans backflipped. How would he manage that on the Titans?
Well, that's another. Yeah. So I don't like it. If you sign, you play it.
Well,
Go and tell us.
Is it like an actual signing or is it more a verbal agreement?
He signed. Apparently he signed.
That's what I'm confused with. Like, if they put pen to paper, it should be a legal binding agreement and they're off.
No such thing anymore. When those contracts don't mean diddly squat But I think you sign, you play.
Oh,
or you
100%
sit out
agree.
that time, you play. Unless, I'll give Gary Little Boy a benefit of the doubt here, if it was in his contract, he signed to play for that guy. If he's not there, okay. But if not, you play.
I reckon that opens a whole can of worms. But then,
It
wasn't that
does,
what
but-
happened with Cleary when he signed his contract? He's got an out if
If his dad,
dad left.
yeah.
So
I wonder if Appy's got that same contract with the same as Papali'i.
oh yeah, because
Well,
he
true.
would.
Charlie, however you say it.
Oh no, because he was with Madge at the Roosters when they won the premiership.
because you don't think he'd be very happy, would you? If that was the case.
Obviously, the
reckon that-
Panthers can't keep him.
But I reckon it's too tricky. If you signed, you commit
Yeah.
it and move on.
Definitely.
Mm,
It's like when you get married. Once you sign that marriage certificate,
Yeah, there's no going now, would there?
there's no expiry date.
No, I mean, come on. I will say this too, and I've been a bit critical of time of Tex Hoy. But on the weekend, he played one of the best games I've ever seen him play.
He really stood up.
Yeah, and he's hoping that the Super League contract that he's just signed will benefit his career. You know, give him a bit of a boost and be able to come back and return to the NRL. So on last week's game, mate, yeah, I take my hat off to him.
Well, maybe since they got the Dolphins coming in next year, hopefully they'll be able to make that 18th team soon. Maybe you can jump on that.
Well, who's the next team to come into the comp? It's National Rugby League, remember.
Perth
Has to be. Has to be Perth.
feels a bit naked over that side of Australia.
Yes. Bring back the Western Reds.
What about Adelaide?
Or Adelaide Rams. I like the Reds, but
Well, I heard this. I don't know if that was probably a while away, but I read something that Northern Territory are building an indoor stadium, trying to get an AFL team up in the Great.
that might be where Terrence has gone. That bloke that rings up all the time, where he went missing.
Jeez, it'd be hot up there.
But it's an indoor stadium, but so just be like.
Yeah, but imagine if you get Burton, he'd be hitting the roof with his kicks.
Well, that's true.
It'd be pretty good, but I wouldn't
Well,
mind.
maybe maybe if the NRL keeps on expanding, maybe that's a destination indoor stadium.
Yeah.
On top of Ayers Rock.
Or Darwin. Who knows, but
But no, or Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Tasmanian Taipans. Yeah, I'll go Perth.
Tasmanian trees.
Trees. Nice. Yeah, anyway, Jono, you got something for us? A team.
Team. Yes. Well, this is part of what caught my eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Jumped the gun. We'll leave that for a bit later. But anyway, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's that time of night again. It's time for Around the Grounds and Across the Ditch. Our resident across the ditch, Scotty. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
Mate, pretty good, pretty good. We had a win on the weekend, so we're all right. How'd you go?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we came second.
yeah. Somebody told me to change my tip, so I did.
That's right.
I did tip the Roosters, but someone said no, the Broncos will win.
Well, they should.
Yeah, I was only joking.
You weren't.
Well, I thought the Broncos were going to win too, so.
I reckon they're going to get their butts
They'll win
out.
this weekend.
No, they won't. What is wrong with you?
They're coming off.
Hey,
two
so
losses.
do you remember last week, Dean, how when we were talking about the Knights Tigers game, I said that they might actually do it, and you said you're dreaming.
Who the Knights?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but did you hear?
I said they might, because I was saying how when the Tigers played the Cowboys, they should have won, but all that last sort of minute.
Yeah, but
stuff happened.
I had me cranky Clemmer pants on last week. Remember?
Yeah, so it was a good game though, that one.
Yeah, it was actually probably one of their better games they've played all year, to be honest.
Mm.
So yeah, that hopefully they stand up again this week and yeah, give them ponies a bit
Hey,
of a run.
this time you're dreaming.
But yeah, this Saifidi boys, excuse me, they come together and they said anything that happens, they'll all come together and stand by each other this week. So obviously they did, and yeah, they really stood up. So there should be another win for us this week, I'm thinking.
No.
We're going all quiet.
Crickets. Yeah, I'm not going to say who I'm going to tip because I might get a whack.
Anyway, we'll go through last week's games firstly, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, you got last week's games there. Let's go through them, eh?
Yep. Yeah. So, first game was Broncos Roosters. I felt the Broncos were bad throughout most of the game, but there were patches where they were good. Like, you know, they scored 3 tries, and one of them was off a forward pass, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, but
changes need to be made for the Broncos. I felt we needed at least 2 or 3, and we've got 2. We've got 2 changes. So Martin's coming in for Tissi Nu, and Mariner's out for Lee. So, and that was a couple of changes that I wanted to happen, and it's happened. So that's pretty good for me, I think.
I wouldn't be too concerned if I was Kevy Walters. That was just an off game. The Broncos didn't turn up.
Yeah.
And people go, "Oh, the Roosters, they're back." No, they're not. The Broncos just didn't turn up. The Broncos seriously could have got beaten by the Knights last week, like the way we've been playing. Could have got beaten by anyone. And for the Roosters only to beat them 34-16, mate, that's nothing, really. The Broncos, they didn't turn up. They left their self on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say I still am a big fan of Corey Oates.
He is. He's one of the better wingers this year.
Yeah,
I have to say.
I think he just keeps trying each week, regardless of win, lose, or you just.
Well, he's like Clemmer with the Knights. You know, he's always trying.
Just
always trying. You know,
thing, mate. And he should have come.
Great minds think alike.
He should have come to Newcastle. He would have been all right in red and blue. Yeah, well, maybe not.
Yeah,
But saying that, we've probably got one of the best wingers in the competitions now in Dominic Yum. So, yeah, we wouldn't trade him for no one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Anyway, the Storm and Titans.
Yeah, well, Storm were always going to win that. Munster looked at home in the fullback role, and there was a couple of bad injuries in that game, weren't there?
What a shame.
Yeah. So, who's the hooker for Titans? Is it Booth?
Yeah, Booth.
Yeah.
Booth.
That was nasty. That's him for the season, eh? And some.
Yeah.
I didn't think this score really reflects the game because, besides the last 10 minutes, the Titans are really in this game, I thought.
Oh, really? So Penrith have got a chance this weekend then?
I
Thursday, sorry.
100% they do. Like, the Storm are not the team they once were.
Neither are Penrith. We've lost Fish and Luai and
But
Cleary.
we'll get there in a minute, and I'm going to make a good point that you'll see on this. But you shut down Munster, you shut down the Storm, I think. And, I mean, okay, well, I'll talk about that in a minute with Liam Martin, but the Storm are not premiership contenders for mine this year. They're in the 8, but they're not my 4. I think they're just, of late, they've just lost form. But saying that too, there's still 4 weeks of the season left. And come finals time, it's a totally different game. So,
And, what can help the Storm is experience. Like, most of them players all played finals footy, played in grand finals, so that could be a big help.
Yeah.
yeah, true. And the tennis player coach.
Oh, Steffi Graf.
No, doesn't he look like Madalova or whatever her name is? What's that real old tennis player lady's name?
Martina Navratilova.
That's her.
I thought it was Steffi Graf.
No. You have a look at Craig Bellamy. If he's not his sister, if they're not related, I'll tell you what. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, the Titans,
They just need that season to end.
yeah, they need to go to Bali now. But anyway, the next one.
I hope they beat Manly this week.
So do I.
Yeah.
That would be real good.
I'd love to see a couple of certain Manly supporters I know cry.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You know who I'm talking about, Scotty. But anyway, Manly 20, Parramatta Eels 36.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tipped Manly.
I honestly think they should.
I don't know how people tip Manly. I just didn't see that. Like,
You
it was
told me to.
like in the tipping comp, in the Rebels tipping comp, it was like 50-50 when I checked. I was like, why did people pick Manly? They were never going to win.
They're
Well,
due for
Like,
a win.
it was even for the first 60 minutes, and then I give them that much credit, but then the Eels ran away with it. So,
well, I think a lot of players were rested, so maybe they had those players who are going to come back all guns blazing.
They shouldn't have.
Well, I
They shouldn't
thought
have
so.
brought the 7 back. They should have left the old ones there.
The young ones.
So what did you do? Take Manly.
Yeah, I took Manly. That was me. I just thought they were due for a win. Clearly not.
Anyway, the Rabbits. This was a bit of a shock. I didn't think they would win this much, to be honest. But the Rabbits 48 over the Warriors 10.
the Warriors were just awful. That's it.
Poor old Warriors.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
They're a team that you can't.
What I'm hoping for is Warriors to get the spoon.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh.
The Titans have got that wrapped
I
up,
think
haven't they?
got that
I
wrapped.
would because the last game is Titans Warriors in round 25. One of the games in round 25 is Warriors Titans. If Titans do get a win or two before then, even up with the Warriors, there's a chance.
Yeah. I
No,
can't
I
see
think-
the Titans winning,
I
any.
think the Titans got that wrapped up.
But, yeah. I feel sorry for
I'm
the
just
Warriors.
hoping for it. So
Well, is that because when you come higher up, you can say, "Oh, we did better than last year"?
yeah.
I feel sorry for the Warriors after everything that they've been through for the last couple of years.
Well, I think it's good to have him back in playing in New Zealand. Hopefully next year they can have a full season over there.
They will, yeah, it's guaranteed they'll have a full season, and I think some teams are actually going to play their home games against the Warriors in New Zealand as well, which is good.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
on
good
them.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, take my head off them there. Next one, the Raiders and the Panthers.
Well, Raiders had all the momentum in the first 10 minutes and was first to score, and but then they played like a bunch of weak, gutted dogs, I guess.
Apparently. But I will say, Fish, gone for 2 weeks. Warranted?
You got to take
Who's this, sorry?
Fisher Harris.
Fisher Harris.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think so. You look at that, okay. Yeah, you got him high. But then you look at Nelson Solomona.
Oh, that makes no sense. Don't get me started on that.
And
yeah.
he deliberately did it where Fish didn't. Maybe a fine.
Yeah, but his arm went over.
But old mate's gone like that with his elbow and smashed old mate's teeth. On purpose, looking at him. So you can't... It just doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe a fine or a week, but yeah.
He's probably got carryover points.
Yeah.
And
well,
Fossa Nelson, whatever his name is, doesn't.
yeah, he'd have more carryover points than half the league put together,
He
wouldn't
just
he?
doesn't get in trouble for his actions.
I mean, I like Nelson, don't get me wrong,
Maybe
but...
Wade needed to go to the dentist and he was just helping him along.
yeah, maybe. The Sharks and the Dragons, mate. Oh, sorry.
back with the Raiders. Sorry, Ricky Stewart's got a week suspension, so he's not allowed to have any contact with the team.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to go to the game. But yeah,
I guarantee
after his
he's probably going to go dressed up as a woman or something. He'll be at the game.
yeah,
He'll be dressed up. He'll be there, and there's no way in the world he's not having contact with the team in some way, or through phone calls or something. But yeah, but the Panthers. Going back to that, Liam Martin, him, Viliamu kick out. All right, they've got one job to do this week: shut Munster down. Those pair go after Munster. You watch Munster crumble like a biscuit.
Did Kickout get named?
He will be.
He's on the extended bench.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, number 22.
he'll come in.
Yeah.
He'll come in.
Yeah.
So those pair go after Munster all game. One on one side, one on the other. Watch Munster crumble like a biscuit. There's your 2 points.
Biscuit.
Oh, I could go for one of those.
But he will. You watch him. He's another one. If you get in his face and you get in his head, it's game over. So, yeah, that's what I'd be doing. And it's 2 points to the Panthers then.
But I honestly didn't think the Panthers were going to win.
Yeah, no.
I didn't either. I thought Cleary and the Raiders have got something to play for. Like the Panthers, like you said, have only got to win one more, and they've got the minor premiers wrapped up. Whereas they can sort of cruise and just get that one win against a weaker opponent. Canberra had everything to play for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just shows the class that Penrith really are, and they're deserving front runners and premiers.
That's what happens when you're protected.
Apparently. But anyway, the Sharks and the Dragons. Once again, you've got to feel for Tarek Sims on this one.
Yeah, I just saw who was it got stretch it off, and I didn't know what exactly happened because I was
Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I forget his name, but yeah, he was falling in the tackle. You got to feel sorry for Tarek here.
Was it a straight send off or was it a sim in?
10 in the bin, but he's got 4 weeks.
Oh,
He's gone for the season. He will never play for the Dragons again.
yeah, that's right. The rich get richer.
Yeah, well, I found it a bit. Old mate was falling in the tackle, but Tarek's already committed to that tackle. What's he supposed to do? He can't stop, So that was a pretty harsh call for me. I thought in 4 weeks.
Do you reckon a 1 or 2 game suspension was fair, or do you reckon he shouldn't have got suspended? What?
To be honest, I don't think he should have got anything. There was nothing he couldn't pull out of that.
But he's known to have form.
That's right, but you can't go, oh, you're a bad boy, so you're going to put it on this one. You know what I mean? Every tackle is a different tackle that you get charged for. And they shouldn't be, going back on your previous record. But old mate fell into the tackle. So there was nothing Tarek could have done. Old mate doesn't fall into the tackle. It's probably just a good, clean tackle.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Scotty?
I don't know. I thought it should have been 10, definitely 10 minimum. But what I don't understand is there was 2 sin bins in that game. The other one was a player holding down the man with the ball for too long, and professional foul, 10 in the bin. So what I don't understand is the differences between the two. Like one player could be out for the season, and the other gets up and play the ball. So I felt the penalty should be harder for the Sims tackle, but if it was legit, if he was meant to do that, sorry. Do you guys see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying there, but the only thing was the Sims tackle was if old mate doesn't fall in the tackle, it's a perfectly clean tackle.
Yeah.
Old mate fell into as he was making the tackle, so there's nothing Tarek could have done.
Yeah.
I mean, give him 10 and a penalty, but 4 weeks.
That's pretty harsh.
Especially when that's the end of his season with St. George.
He's been robbed of a send-off from a club that he's played in for all these years. And old mate's fine. There's nothing wrong with old mate. It was just precaution. But but yeah, I just think that was 4 weeks is a bit stiff, I think. But anyway, we'll move on to the Bulldogs versus the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Yeah, Bulldogs. Oh, sorry. Bulldogs are playing pretty good footy at the moment, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I could have tipped the Dogs for a smoky upset, to be honest, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
They were close. But Bulldogs, mate. I reckon they're going to come good next year. Matt Burton's starting to show some real. He's taken hold of the team by take the real leadership of it, and then you put Bustle and Billy O'Makiko over there. Oh, they're only going to grow. But yeah, it's Cowboys.
How good was that drop kick from Burton?
Yeah, what was that?
70 metres.
70 metres, was it? Yeah, I was about to say 80. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you'd hate to be his dog, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But no, he's a sensation, that player. A big loss to Penrith, and huge gain to
So
the
I've got a
Bulldogs.
question. So would the Cowboys be the hottest team heading into the finals because you've got the Storm falling apart, Penrith are losing plays like flies or suspensions more or less. Would the Cowboys be the smoky to win it because they're going in at the hottest?
Unfortunately, there's South and Parramatta. I guess this weekend, it's South and Parramatta, is it? Yeah. That'll be a good
But
way to tell.
you look at Penrith this way. Yeah, they're losing a few players, right? They're going to be fresh and fit for the finals, aren't they?
Well, that's what I said. I reckon Cleary will be fresh and fit, ready to go, but I don't know about Luai because he's coming off an injury, so he's had to do a lot of rehab. So
Yeah.
But, that could be just what he needs to. And Fisher Harris, probably a few little niggling injuries. So, used it as a blessing in disguise.
that's always true.
But yeah, the Cowboys are sailing along nicely.
Yeah.
Under the radar.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Cowboys get in it. Cowboys Penrith would be good to go in final.
I don't want Queensland to win another trophy this year.
Anyone but the Broncos. Oh, sorry, he's still on the line. But then the last one, the West Tigers over the Knights, as we've been through. But the Knights.
No one was expecting that, eh?
No.
No, I thought we'd go all right, but I thought the Tigers might have just pipped us just with all the off-field shenanigans that were going on for the week. I thought it might have upset the team a little bit, but good on them. They've all rallied together, and they pulled it off. So
That was a tip I was happy to get wrong.
2 in a row this week, eh?
Ah.
You're right.
But well, best team win, eh?
Should we have a little bet going on then, Dean?
Yeah, what do you got? What do we got?
We'll do some sort of profile picture or something for Facebook.
I was thinking you could sing the other person's team song like Jessica Murphy does. Film it and put it on Rebels.
Yeah, I reckon that's fair.
Jono, whose team are you on?
We'll be the backup
The
singers.
Knights even have a song.
Mate, we got one of the best songs in the league. At least it's not like
Oh,
that.
cut it out.
At least it's not like that. What is it? Up, Cronulla.
Oh, don't get that one stuck in my head. Oh, the South Sydney one.
Yeah, what's
Glory to South Sydney. I don't like that one.
there's some real. Oh, how do you put it on air? Simple songs in there.
Well, do the Dolphins have a team song next year?
It's probably getting written.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's them. But yeah, no, there's another one that stands out. Oh, what's St George's?
I don't know, but you said the other
come
day
on.
you liked the Panthers one.
Yeah.
Go the...
Oh,
Pardon?
Oh, the Saints come marching in.
No, that's when they
Fuck
run
the
out.
Magic
Yeah,
Dragon.
that's pretty good.
Fuck
Yeah,
the Magic Dragon.
yeah. Well, even Penrith's is a bit simple. What was it? The Something Mountain Man.
No, go the mighty Panthers. I'm not singing the rest because I can't.
How's it go?
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, no. But you know what? They get stuck in your head, them ones, and you sing them.
They're just old. Old classics.
Yeah, no, they're
What's
good.
the Broncos one, Scotty? Sing it.
No.
It's
Flat out no.
It's been that long between drinks.
I was going to say it's been that long between premierships.
Oh,
Sing the Knights one then, Dean.
which one? We've got a few.
I don't know, whatever one you want.
The one you know the words to.
Yeah,
There, you put me on the spot. I forgot. Hang on.
that's your homework.
No, I know. It's yeah. Well, I was only singing it the other day because I was watching the Thaiafidi banging the esky with it. So yeah, the greatest football team.
So is that the deal? Is it team song?
Yeah, right, Abe. It's on like
Oh,
Donkey Kong.
I was only joking, but
Yeah.
if you want to,
All right, yeah. Hello, mate. I got faith in my
you have, to
team.
get, you have to get drunk.
We got the Clemmer back. That'll be good in itself. The Clem versus Payne Haas.
Old Bull versus
Yeah.
Young Buck.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So even Corey Oates versus Dominic Young.
Yeah.
So
It should be Katoni's.
Yeah, there'd be a few good matchups.
you know how to get Katoni Stags off his game each week?
Stick your foot in his face.
Just run with no shoes on.
He's got toe in his mouth.
Oh, you
Good
guys are
toe.
shockers.
Yeah, there's something a bit fishy about him, mate. Katoni. Anyway, Scotty, thanks for joining us again, mate, across the ditch. And
Yeah, all good.
we'll see you next week and clear your lungs ready to sing the song.
Oh, do I have to do it on the radio, do I?
You sure do?
Oh, okay.
All right, mate.
All good, guys.
Thanks, mate. We'll talk to you soon. That was
ya.
Scotty
Sweet
from
as.
across the
See ya.
ditch, and we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back, and it's time for What Caught My Eye.
Ow, my eye! Ow, ow!
Jono.
Alright, look, this is what caught my eye. Now, it was done a while ago. The Knights, 15 years ago, the Knights released the team of the era. Fullback, Robbie O'Davis. On the wings, Tamana Tahu and Adam McDougall. On the centres, Matt Gidley and Mark Hughes. In the halves, Matthew Johns and Andrew Johns. The front row, Mark Sargent and the one and only Paul the Chief Harrigan. Number 9, Danny Badiris. Back row, Steve Simpson's Ben Kennedy and Mark Landville as the lock. The bench, Michael Hagan, Kurt Gidley, Tony Butterfield, and Adam. Adam. And the coach, Mal Reilly. Is it
Adam Muir.
Adam Muir?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, that's what caught my eye. I've got a question. Because that was done 15 years ago. Does anyone from the past 15 years make that team?
Yes. Of 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few you could put in there.
I've got one for you, but where would you put him? Dane Gagai, does he deserve a spot on this list?
No. Because I would put Ashley Gordon in. So then who do you take out for Ashley Gordon? But you know what I mean? Like, I know
Or
it's not
even,
the last 15, but he'd be on there for me.
Or even the Flying Fijian, the
Akila
Kuwate,
Iwate.
yeah.
There's a few there that you could put in there.
A lot of people were asking about Billy Pete.
Billy Peden. There's another one. Oh, I mean, I guess you can't put them all in there, but there's a few, that I'm not sure. I don't know if Kurt Gidley makes my team. Like, awesome player. Yeah, I suppose you got to as a 14 for him, but
The more thing is, because that is a start-loaded team.
oh, it is.
It's more or less who do you take out to put in.
Yeah. I think I'm just. There's a few that I would like to see in there, and I'm just
Darren
trying.
Albert.
Well, there's another one, Darren Albert.
Well, I reckon for me, Tamana Tahu was one of my
Well, yeah.
all-time players growing up, so I reckon he's a cement. There's like a couple of cements in there, like you can't replace Robbie O'Davis because he's an all-time Knights player, like Bedsy, the Chief. They're
So
like
the
cemented in.
Probably our best ever centre combination would be Tamana Tahu and Matt Gidley.
Yeah, no question.
Centre and wing. Like the amount of tries they score together. I mean, yeah, that's just a. I guess, I'm pretty happy with the team. There's a few that you could put in there, but like you said, who do you bring out? Like, I thought, maybe Kurt out, but then you think, oh, no, he's done so much as well.
It's like, all these players had spent a long time at the club. There wasn't any short-term players there, like only about 3-4 years. They all spent some like a lot of time there, and a lot of them was part of that. I had the 2 premierships, and a lot of them were part of that first premiership. So
Exactly. I mean, Michael Hagan, good player in his day and that, but I just don't know if Michael Hagan would make my list. I don't know.
Would you take him over Mal Reilly for the coach?
No.
Or
Malcolm Reilly is my all-time Knights best ever coach. Or maybe, he takes the cake for me. I think Mal Reilly set the platform for a lot of years coming for the Knights, and I think without Malcolm Reilly, we wouldn't have won that 97 grand final.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's a good side, but you could make 2 sides, couldn't you? To be honest. Anyway.
Well, that's a bit of a scratcher out there. Maybe the listeners could send us an email in. Who would you take out? Who would you put in?
Yeah, or send us your all-time favourite team of the centuries. Can be from day one till present. Who you think was your best team? Yeah, Kylie.
Well, we've already discussed what caught my eye, Ricky Stewart and his little temper tantrum.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but good to see the passion. But he could have done it a lot diplomatic, I suppose. It could have been having a little dig at the guy because he's so passionate about it, but do it respectfully.
Like, we didn't watch the press conference after the game, but when we went to Facebook, our news feed was just full of Ricky Stewart, and did everyone hear what he said? And
do you know how good it was? It took the bloody spotlight off the Knights and the whole Clemmer incident. Gone, you didn't hear it.
It took the spotlight off Penrith beating Raiders.
Yeah, that was it as well.
Yeah, like an understrength Penrith team.
Yeah.
Did you hear what, what's his name?
Jamin
Salmon come out and said after it? Yeah, that's fine because Ricky's got to wake up in the morning in the shittest town ever with a losing team and go to work on Monday.
Well, he's got half of that, right? He doesn't have to go to work Monday.
He's on holidays for a week.
But I thought, what a comeback. And he goes, I'll just stay here and keep winning.
But to hold a grudge for that long, it's not healthy.
It's not healthy for Ricky.
You need to sort it out.
Do you reckon he's actually holding the grudge, or do you reckon he's being a sportsman because he lost?
That, and maybe the fact that he's seen Jamin Salmon kick old mate in the cajoolies. He's like, I still can't stand you.
But going back on that too, I think Tommy Starling did do a bit of Canberra milking on that one.
And nobody's going to know what was actually said or done back then.
That's right. That's why you
kids
should
are
have
kids, but I can't stand bullies at any age.
No, that's right. And we don't condone it and never will.
No, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I get bullied a lot at home. But that's different.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Bullying
Porsche.
is not funny. Yeah, by Porsche. They bully each other.
Nah, she loves it. Anyway, what caught my eye? What caught my eye was actually the I've got the stats here. Was the Newcastle Knights reserve grade team, and just get it up here. Good friend of ours, obviously, Jesse Sue. How he's not playing first grade this week is beyond me. Have a go at these stats, will you? Started at prop, 58 minutes he played, making 168 metres from 15 carries. Also made 2 offloads, 3 tackle breaks, and 19 tackles. He was second fastest play the ball speed as well with 2.74 seconds. How's he not getting a start in first grade? With those kind of... Well, that's pretty phenomenal.
Well, it just shows like what kind of team he's going to next year. He's like could have hung up his boot and said, "I'm not playing another game. I'm not getting picked for first grade."
But that's
still he's like going out there giving 100% even in reserve grade.
I'd just like to see him have at least one more game at home and get the send off he deserves.
Yep.
And Yeah, but that's some good football. That's
That's really a kick in the nuts, to be honest. Not getting picked for first grade,
Yeah.
yeah.
or even like just on the bench. Maybe he only
He's
get
on the extended bench, but
get like the bench. Come on, like
that's right. We'll get in there. We might get into that a bit later, but just remember that for that. But that's what caught my eye. I thought that was pretty phenomenal.
something else caught my eye. I don't know if this has been confirmed or not. Is Bevan French really coming to the Knights next year?
Apparently so. So I've heard.
It's a bit of head scratching to me.
Former Singleton boy, am I correct? From Singleton?
I'm not sure.
Originally from Singleton, then went to
France.
No. French for you, and then went to the Riverworms. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he was originally from Singleton. Floorboy Gary?
Who was it?
Bevan French. Oh, that
Too far back.
yeah, that's a bit of homework, but yeah, so
Yeah, well, I just saw that and I thought, what? Because I'm like, who are you taking off the team now? Because I know we obviously need a replacement for Edric Lee, but then we have like Heimel, Hunt, Bradman Best. You know?
and I didn't think of this earlier when we were talking about our halves issue. He can play in the halves,
Oh.
so maybe that's what they're looking at.
He played for the Eels and the Indigenous All Stars, and is a current winger, fullback and winger for the Wigan Warriors.
Yeah, I'm pretty 99% sure he originated from Singleton. So
Born in Tinga.
but yeah. Oh, don't quote me. I'll do some research, but I'm sure he played for the Singleton Greyhounds. So anyway, it'll be good to see him back. Apparently, he's killing it over there. So yeah.
He was born in Tinga, New South Wales, wherever that is.
Tinga.
Ding, I'll Google that.
It's out the back of New South Wales.
Oops.
But yeah. So that's what caught my eye for this week. So we'll get it straight into Night of the Round while we're there, and I'll kick things off this week. My three went to Texoy. Like I said earlier, played probably the best game I've ever seen him play for a long time. Well deserved, and yeah, if he continues form like this, he'll be back in the NRL quicker than he thinks, I reckon. So yeah, he's off with Jesse Sue over to the same club with Peters, the assistant coach, Willie Peters. He's taken the two of them over there, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes over there. And number two, my 2 points went to Mr. Reliable, Tyson Frizzell. Just doesn't stop, tries every game, and this is my whole point, where I was saying to the Tigers, back off. You know, we're keeping him.
Yeah, give us something a bit more decent than Lou Brooks.
Yeah, yeah, nobody will keep him. And this was a hard one because I really wanted to give this bloke a bit more than the 1 point. But Basami Solo, he's, you know, I'll be honest, I thought, he's probably a year or two off really cracking first grade big time, I thought, you know. But he's proved me wrong. And especially the last few weeks, he's probably been one of our underrated players, I think. Just gives it a bit like a Brodie Jones, just gives it everything he can every week and doesn't shine like a Saifidi or a Clemmer, but some of those hit-ups he was doing is, yeah, he's a gun. So Basami gets my 1 point.
Special mention?
Special mention goes to
The team.
goes to the whole team because they all put in a pretty good effort, I thought, and also the rest of the special mention. I'll give another special mention is to the fans of the Knights hanging in there, and you know, we finally got a win, and that was for everyone involved with the club and the fans.
Okay. My three go to Tex Hoy, two go to Pasami Solo, and one Tyson Frizzell. And my special mention, I don't normally do it, but was it DSAF that was pointing to the scoreboard? He's now a meme.
Yes. I must admit, Kylie, after the game, made a meme. Of, you know, DSAF where he's pointing where he's trying, he's going, like, looking like that. And Kylie's,
The look on his face is priceless.
it was like the score
When you check the scoreboard after the game or something.
and you see that you win. And Kylie made one up, and it just went viral.
Oh no, I like the one where it was when you see your old mates at the watch at the
the
footy.
pub,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Yeah,
Willie Mason and who was the other guy?
Terry Lamb.
Terry Lamb.
But yeah, no, that was a classic one too. But someone stole it. I seen stole your meme and reclaimed it.
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
That's
Jono.
Oh, it was tricky this week because when you get a win and everyone plays really well, it's hard to do a 3-2-1. 3 points went to Dane Gagai. Had an awesome game, I thought. 2 points went to Nali Twala, getting a double. And it was had to give 1 point to Tex Hoy for the awesome game he had.
Played really well and well deserved.
But it's always hard. You could wish you could give out points to everyone when it's a good win like that.
Yeah.
Well, even Dom Young, I thought he played good in a bit too. You know, he could have got a point, but yeah, I mean, like you said, you can't give them to everyone. But
Clemmer played really good,
Clemmer played exceptionally well again.
as usual.
I tell you what, but looking at that leaderboard, he's going to be hard to catch, and rightly so. In saying that too, Daily M's. Is Clemmer a smoky for prop of the year?
I'd like to say so, but I think there's
Someone
too
else
many.
has probably got it.
Yeah, there's so many good ones out there. Look at Payne Haas. Look at Fit the Fish.
That's who my money's on, is the Fish to take it out again. But
Can you get it when you've been suspended?
yes,
You can.
you just can't get
Points for
like the player of the
Daly
Norm
M.
Proven and
Ah, okay.
the Daily M player of the year.
Look at Junior Paulo or Bolo, whatever, from Parramatta.
There's another one, but
Yeah, it's
even
tricky.
Jacob Saifidi is a smoky. But yeah, 'cause, you know, he get the point system. I mean, Clem's got to be up there each week getting 2s and 3s.
This is the first year it's gone behind doors, isn't it?
No, it goes behind closed doors at a certain time each year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because
It's open up till round, I don't know, say round 18 or something like that.
Ah, okay.
And then it's a guessing game.
yeah, it's
from
about
then on.
halfway in there. It's
Yeah.
all guessing.
Something like that. But
Ah.
I mean, it'd be good to go, wouldn't it? It would be good to go down and see them. There ain't no bit of a pillar overnight. Ponga took out something there last year before, was it?
Was it Rookie of the Year or fullback?
Rookie of the year.
Was it Rookie of
Dom
the Year?
Young?
Has he played too many games? But
No.
maybe.
I just can't think of anyone else that could jump on for rookie. Or maybe the Penrith wingers, maybe. Taylor May or whatever his name is.
Oh, I thought he played too many because he played a few games last
You
year.
can play a few last year.
Yeah, but I thought it was only 5 or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
How many did Dom play last year? He didn't play that many, did he?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, let's back him.
Yeah.
But in saying that, what's that Cowboys bloke? Played Origin this year.
Oh, Jerome Nanai.
No, there's another one, the forward.
Oh, Jeremiah Nanai.
Yeah. I just can't think of his name. Off the top of my head. Anyway, one of those blokes might even get it. It's time for...
A break.
Okay, we'll take a break and be back shortly. Alright guys, welcome back, and it's that time of the night again. Time for a bit of humour from the Crazy Ladies jokes of the week. Ha! Ha! Ha!
I don't know about humour. I struggle to get a laugh out of you fellas. Oh, Jono's back. He's my cheer girl. Cheer boy.
I have one. Do you want one to start you off, or you want me to go
Why
last?
not?
Somebody broke into my house the other day and stole my antidepressants. I hope they're happy.
I like your other one.
The Harley.
Oh,
not
God.
that one.
Oh yeah, I got a vacuum cleaner for sale. It's just collecting dust. All right, Crazy Lady's turn.
Mine are not that short. I wish they were. A woman decided to give herself a big treat for her 70th birthday by staying overnight in a really nice hotel. When she checked out the next morning, the desk clerk handed her a bill for $250. She demanded to know why the charge was so high. I agree, it's a nice hotel, but the rooms aren't worth $250 for an overnight stay. I didn't even have breakfast. The clerk told her that $250 is the standard rate and breakfast had been included had she wanted it. She insisted on speaking to the manager. The manager appeared and, forewarned by the desk clerk, announced, "This hotel has an Olympic-sized pool and a huge conference centre which are available for use." "But I didn't use them." "Well, they're there, and you could have." He went on to explain that she could have also seen one of the in-hotel shows for which they were so famous. "We have the best entertainers from the world over performing here." "But I didn't go to any of those." "Well, we have them, and you could have." "No matter what amenity the manager mentioned," she replied, "but I didn't use it," and the manager countered, and that was his standard response. After several minutes' discussion, and with the manager still unmoved, she decided to pay, wrote a cheque and gave it to him. The manager was surprised when he looked at the cheque. "But madam, this cheque is only for $50. "That's correct. I charged you $200 for sleeping with me." "But I didn't." "Well, too bad. I was here and you could have." Wasn't as funny as the antidepressant one.
No, that was pretty good.
That was very good.
Or the vacuum.
Vacuum was good.
Why do witches fly on broomsticks? Vacuum cleaners are too heavy. I'll leave the jokes to Kylie.
That's a good one.
You want another one or no?
Yes, please.
Yeah, on call.
Yeah, you got to make mine look better than what they were, so come on.
A man is driving home after a long day at work. Frustrated by another day working for his insufferable boss, he fails to notice a pothole and blows a tyre. Stranded on the side of the road, he begins to drag out his spare when suddenly a genie appears next to him. "Greetings, mortal," the genie says. "I have taken pity on you and will thus grant you 3 wishes." The man is stunned. However, whatever you wish, your boss, whom you hate, will receive the same wish twofold. The man stops, looks at his car and says, "Well, I wish I had a nice car." His beat-up car vanishes in a puff of smoke and is instantly replaced by a brand new luxury sedan. The man climbs in and drives home ecstatic to show his wife. The next day at work, his boss gloats endlessly to everyone that 2 luxury cars appeared in his driveway and makes sure everyone on the floor hears about it. That night, the man consults with his wife and summons the genie. "I wish for a comfortable retirement fund for my wife and I." A bank statement falls through their mail slot informing them that a deposit of $1 million had been placed in their retirement account. Sure enough, the next day, the man's boss is waving a bank statement of $2 million in everyone's faces. The man takes an early lunch to get away from it all. The genie is there to greet him by his car and asks if he's decided on his 3rd wish. "I remind you, whatever you choose, your boss will receive double." The man thinks long and hard, looks up at the genie and says, "I wish to donate a kidney."
Oh. Jesus.
Is he harsh?
I've got a good genie one. So an Irish, an Englishman, and a Scottish were all on a boat, and a big tidal wave comes, and they all stranded to one island. One of them finds a bottle, and the genie pops out. The genie says, "You all got 3 wishes." And the Scottish goes, "Oh, I miss a good old Scottish beer. Can I please go back home?" So snapping fingers, he goes back home. The Englishman goes, "Oh, what's a football? I miss good old football, so I want to go home." So he snaps his finger and off he goes. The Irishman goes, "Oh, I'm lonely. Can I have my 2 friends back, please?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie, that one.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, anyway, that's, yeah, I like, they were good.
Liar.
No, they were.
No, they were good.
Yeah, no, I didn't mind them. Anyway, we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, it's time to give away Jason and his mama. So, yeah, let's make the call. I'm not on.
Wasn't me.
I am.
And he doesn't answer.
He probably won't either.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello, Les.
Yeah?
Hey, mate, it's Smita from the Nighttime Podcast. How you going?
Oh, Smita, how you doing, mate? Going well.
Mate, good. Mate, we're just ringing up to tell you that you are the winner of our mower competition.
Mower?
Yep, the mower. You won our brand new mower, the Jason and his mower.
Jason.
So, yeah, mate, you've won the brand new mower thanks to Maitland Power and Marine.
Jeez.
And I've lost him.
Do you need a mower?
Don't tell me you live
No.
in
I've actually just brought one.
Oh,
What can we do? I think we can.
How about we
the-
donate it to the walk if you don't want it?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll
Put it on air.
put it on air and you can say what you want to do with it.
How about we get you on next week, live on the show again, and you can have a chat about it and, put it out there and...
Work out how to put it on the...
Yeah. As long as you're sure that's what you want to do, mate. I know you will be the bloke that you are, but, you actually won, so it's up to you what you want to do with it.
No, I just brought one, so...
We're a couple of weeks too late.
My place isn't that big, mate.
Mate.
Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, well...
All right, instead of that, we'll throw some merchandise your way in replace of it then.
Cool, okay, thank you.
We'll get you a nighttime shirt as well heading your way.
Oh, I'd love that.
So,
so we'll put it to the... Oh, how can we do it? Is it a raffle? They're having a raffle, aren't they?
yeah, well...
What if we put it in the raffle?
yeah, sounds good. Or, we can auction it or whatever you think. We can... then again, we could get Jono to push it all that way.
Yeah, I reckon I could do that.
I reckon you'd be able to do that, Jono.
Yeah.
With your dad sitting on it.
Oh, I don't have that much strength.
I don't think it's self-propelled. Anyway, mate, congratulations anyway. You've won the mower.
Thanks very much, guys.
And, we'll get you on again next week and have a bit more of a chat, and we'll talk to you then.
Okay, mate. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
No worries, champion.
Catch you later. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
That doesn't surprise me with that guy. Like, he's probably the nicest bloke you'll ever meet. Do anything for anyone, especially the kids of the charity. So, well deserved, but also, you probably sit there kicking the cat right now, going, I only just bought a mower a couple of weeks ago. So, but anyway, it's going to be up for grabs again. So thanks to Maitland Power and Marine. But, so is that you, is it?
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for coming on. Good luck for the weekend.
Yeah, we'll need it.
Nah, you'll be fine. And we might take another short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And it's that time of night. We're going to bring a random caller and give some stuff away, Jono. What do we got there to give away
We've
first?
got a massive night mug and a set of pint, 2 glasses and canned cooler.
All right. Nice. Well, we've got the caller there, Floorboy Gary, and let's give it a call. Oh.
The person you are calling is not available. Please leave a short message and it will be sent as an audio.
Oh dear.
We'll try and get another number again later on in the show, but what we're going to do, we're going to give 2 away this week and 2 next week. But if no one answers, we'll give the 4 away again next week.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, let's move on with the show. And all right, guys, welcome back. That's that time of week again. It's time for Talking Schmidt.
Talking Schmidt.
Talking Schmidt. And the first caller, who we got there? Shane, mate. What's your question for us, mate?
Do you think the Knights would be better off with a different coach?
Ooh, that is one of the hot topics of the last few weeks. I'm not 100% sure, but I will say if we are to get another coach, I like the Walker brothers. But I mean, it comes back to the end. There's only so much a coach can do. It goes back to the 17 that are on the park, I believe. But what's your take on it, boys?
Personally,
Yep.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe putting someone who's more into the Knights culture, like someone, local, maybe an ex-player.
Yeah. Danny Badiris would be a good one.
I didn't really hate doing that, but
I don't know. Well, he did was half a dozen games towards the end of the season, and he's assistant coach with the Blues. So
I reckon O'Brien deserves to coach out the year, and I'll give him a crack next year. But if the wheels start to fall off very early, I'd say it's no go.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I guess because we don't know exactly what's been going on behind closed doors. See if there's any other player, or rifts between anyone. But
I reckon give him another year.
Give him another year. It's a fair question, man. That's probably one of the hot questions of the week. Really, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't question. Topic I think, but something's got to change, eh?
Yeah.
Definitely. But, mate, you're in the running for the question of the week for a prize this week. So stay tuned. And, you never know. You could be getting a prize.
Awesome.
Too easy, matey. Thanks very much for your call. And, enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Will do. Thanks, mate.
All righty. Time for caller number 2. All right, guys, and it's time for caller number 2. Who we got?
Got Robbo from Doonside again, mate.
Robbo, one of the show regulars. Mate, what's your question this week?
Mate, just noticed if you boys have been watching any reserve grade this week. Mate, Sue.
Yeah.
Why is this bloke not in first grade?
Oh, mate, I've been on that horse all year. Excuse me. We all know that he's a personal friend and favourite of mine. And we touched on this earlier. He had an absolute sensational game on the weekend. And we haven't got into the team list yet, but he's in the extended bench. I do not know. Has he got something wrong? Or because that performance, he's at least a bench spot.
Well, I thought he was coming back from injury, but mate, just watching the last few weeks and him in reserve grade, I've got no reason why he's not playing first grade.
I've got no idea why we're getting rid of him, to be honest.
I reckon, this is me, you're just seeing it from a different angle. I don't understand why. They're just playing all the young boys, and I think half the boys are moving on to different clubs anyway.
They are, like Gyra and they're off to Parramatta. I get Jesse is too, but
you can't tell me Jesse offers more than what those other guys do. Well, like Jesse,
at the moment. But why wasn't he getting played 6 or 8 weeks ago when we were still mathematically a shot at the finals?
Well, I don't understand that. I just think you know what you're going to get out of Jesse, sir. You know what I mean? He's a bit like Brodie Jones. He'll do all the hard yards and, mate, don't get me started on this question, but, I'm a big fan of Jess's and sad to see him go. But I tell you what, I reckon we'll get him on before he goes.
Yeah, he needs one last send-off game.
And we'll get him on the show before he goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, I've been trying to get a phone call on that one.
Yeah, I'll get him on the show before he goes and we'll give him a good send-off. But, yeah, mate, honestly, I think he should get a call-up later this week. And, but if not, that's fine as long as he gets one of the next 2 home games so we can give him a proper send-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, no, it would be. Thanks, champion. Appreciate your call once again, and enjoy the rest of the show. And you're in line to win the prize pack for this week.
Cheers, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, champion.
Thanks, mate.
So it's not just me that sees this. It's other people out there too. I think Jesse's probably. We've got a lot of young people out there. Maybe Jesse's experience could have been. Well warranted for the next, but I could be biased, but
No, I think he deserves one crack, one send off.
Yeah, deserves another game.
Yeah, anyway. All right, guys, now it's time for caller number 3. All right, guys, it's time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Cameron.
Cameron, mate, what's your question for us, mate?
Yeah, what do you guys think of Ricky Stewart's comments on about Jamin Salmon?
Yeah, it was a pretty dog act.
Well, it's a low blow. I think it was uncalled for, to be honest.
Yeah, he's more professional than that. He's been around a long time. He should have been a bit more professional than that. I mean,
Yeah, he shouldn't have let a personal issue get in the way of his professional thing. And the penalty that the NRL handed down, I think, should have been a little bit more than 1 week.
I would have been happy with the week and a fine and him public apology, not the club. He said it. He should have owned up and owned it.
Yeah, I believe the NRL have told him that he has to pay it and not the club, the fine.
Yeah, the club will pay it, but he'll say he's doing it, you know. But as I said, I think it was a whole big debacle over nothing, really. Like when he got kicked in the furry beanbag, I think that was milked a little bit as well. You know what I mean?
Beanbag.
Yeah. So, I mean,
but he's not the only player that's guilty of doing that. A lot of players do that.
But it was an accidental. Like he couldn't see. He's just trying to clear himself from the, and yeah. If we did say earlier in the show too that seeing he got kicked in the Jats Crackers, does that mean that he had to go for a HIA like Kurt Mann did?
Yeah, that's. I couldn't. It was put on report, but it didn't go any further than that. And Ricky Stewart's comments weren't called for.
No, they weren't, and I reckon he's regretting everything he said, but too little, too late. So, yeah, mate. Good question. Appreciate your call, and you're in the running for caller of the week.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks, buddy.
All right, guys, now it's time for caller number 4. All right, guys, it's time for caller number 4. Who we got?
Hello, team. It's Simon again. How are you?
Oh, mate, there you going, buddy?
It's a long time no hear, no speak, but I hear that tonight the Big Johnson's back, and I just wanted to ring up and say hello to the Big Johnson.
Hello, Simon. It's good to hear from you.
How have you been, sir?
Yeah, been good. Busy, but been good.
We've missed. It's been desperately lonely without you there on the program.
I bet you it has.
Oh, mate.
Go on.
How's
what the Big Johnson's been up to?
I've been in North Queensland for a week. Saw the Tigers get robbed of a win, and
yeah, he was on horseback too.
I was on a horse.
You mean like Vladimir Putin without a shirt on?
I didn't see that
No,
one.
I didn't see that, but no.
You would have looked majestic.
Oh, trust me, it was anything but.
Yeah, no, he was riding a horse. I did see that. So, yeah. No,
Well, never in my life have I ever want to be saddled up more, to be honest.
Oh, but it's good to have him back, mate.
Yeah,
we've missed him, so yeah, he's
to
good
be
to
back.
be back. But what can we do for you, mate?
Have I lost you? Have you disappeared?
No, we're still here.
Good. Sorry, the weather's quite terrible here in Toorak at the moment. We've had all sorts of rain showers and yucky, horrible weather and wind. Not from my cooking, of course.
No, yeah, no. So how is the cooking going?
Has the souffle turned out?
My souffle is rising a little bit. Again, I think, as I alluded to before, I use this powder that I found on Terence's bedstand, and I don't think that worked very well.
That wasn't powder or sugar?
Well, I don't know, but he was delighted eating the souffle, even though it didn't rise. He just couldn't get enough of it.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Did you use an egg this time?
Use an egg? Well, I used a couple of eggs, and I tried to use the blowtorch on the top to give it a nice crack. But I don't know. I've put the brulees aside for the time being, and I'm going to try my hand at something different.
Yeah, no, I'm not real up on the cooking, but apparently I've got to do Smita's own satay chicken one night for the boys.
Sounds good.
Well, I heard this German gentleman called in last week, and he mentioned the food they have over there, and it sounded quite delightful, the pork and the schnitzels.
Oh, yeah, there was a bloke on last week. Helmet.
Oh, yes, Helmet. Who doesn't love Helmet?
Yeah, Helmet something.
Helmet Harrigan.
No, Helmet Slovanovsky or something, or I think it was, but...
I remember it's Helmut Schlobbernocker, wasn't it?
That was him. It's close.
Yes, he talked about the German food. It sounds quite nice. I mean, look, big German sausage. Can't go.
I've played those in my day.
Have you?
Our family restaurant was German.
Yeah, no.
Big Jono, do you? Oh, sorry, Big Johnson. Do you like kartoffelpuffers?
I've never heard of that, but it sounds fabulous.
A German delicacy, a Kartoffelpuffer. It's like a German potato pancake. It's scrumptious.
I don't know, but
scrumptious.
You get the boys hungry, yeah, I tell you.
It's a funny word, though, isn't it? Kartoffelpuffer.
I'm glad you can say it, because I can't, but, yeah, I haven't been to Germany. You been to Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah? Frankfurt?
No, what's the cap? Munich.
That's the only place in German I know is Frankfurt. Is that near sausage or hamburger?
I think it's hamburger.
Yeah, no, it'd be a good place to go, actually. I'd like to go and, wouldn't mind going over there, actually. A lot of good food and that.
Don't you?
What's that, sorry? We lost you there, mate.
I said you boys certainly know your meat by the sound of it.
Oh, dead set. I'll tell you what, I will do me satay chicken one night, eh? What do you reckon?
Definitely.
Good.
I might even see how we go. I might even batch it up for next week. And we can have a...
Well, you're just going to have us all jealous then, because we can't taste it through the screen.
Yeah, well, the boys will have a bit of a go and see what happens. But see how busy I am. But yeah,
Well,
thanks. Sorry.
Make sure you get that handsome Christopher on, and maybe give him an extra spicy one.
Oh yeah, Mr. Vassalo.
Mr. Vassalo. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, because you spoke to him actually that night. Yeah, it was. Sorry.
What a delightful man.
Yeah, well, we can see if we can get him on again. Well, we put the challenge out there to Mr. Vassalo about coming on and doing another food critique thing, kind of challenge, and
get some spicy meat in his mouth.
see if he can get the hot food challenge again. Yeah.
You wonderful. But anyway, I just wanted to ring in and speak to the Big Johnson. He's my favourite, and to say welcome back, and I hope to speak to you again soon. And we do hope to see you. Terence has actually been talking about heading back up to Newcastle from Toorak to kidnap you. So just be careful, please.
Oh, all right. Don't worry, I've got my bodyguard, Mr. Smita, here, so he'll take care of him.
Well, perhaps, but problem is I think Terence is a bit partial to Smita too.
Oh, God. Oh, Minion, it's all yours, mate. Mate, appreciate your call, and by the sounds of that, we better go pack our bags and get out of here.
Yes, Skip, and I'll just get back to the kitchen and work on whipping up some cream. So all the best.
Oh, thanks, Simon. It's always good to hear from you, and hope to hear from you soon. We'll see if we can get Mr. Vassalo in.
That sounds like a plan. And give Mr. Vaseline my love too. Thank you.
Will do, mate. Thanks for your call.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And it's time for Team List Tuesday.
You just made the list!
Team List Tuesday. Start off with the Broncos team. At fullback, Tamari Martin. On the wings, Corey Oates and Selwyn Cobbo. In the centres, Katoni Staggs and Branko Lee. The halves got Ezra Mann and Adam Reynolds. In the forwards, we've got Thomas Flagler and Payne Haas. Billy Walters is the hooker. In the back row, we've got Kurt Cable and Jordan Ricky. Kobe Harrington's locking the scrum. On the bench, we've got Jake Turpin, Reese Kennedy, Corey Jensen, and Keenan Basali. And that's it for the Broncos. On to the Newcastle Knights. We have at fullback Tex Hoy. On the wings, we've got Nari Twala and Dominic Young. In the centres, we've got Dane Gagai, Bradman Best. In the halves, we've got Anthony Milford and Adam Clune. In the front row, we've got David Clemmer and Daniel Saifidi with Jalen Brayley the hooker. In the back row, we've got Tyson Frizzell and big fan of the show, Brody Jones on the other second row. Matt Croker locking the scrum. Interchange, we've got Phoenix Crossland. Flip my page. Jacob Saifidi, Pasami Sula, and Simi Sagi. The reserves are Jack Johns, Jesse Sue, Chris Randall, Edric Lee, and Harmel Hunt.
Yeah, not a bad side.
Still a bit of a head scratcher. Like, why is Clifford injured or he's just been dropped?
Yeah, broken arm, could be out for the
Oh,
season.
that's right. Yeah, because I was going to say.
He played pretty good last week.
I still don't understand why they don't put Milford at fullback and then let Clune and Clifford gel a bit more in the halves. But
yeah, well, I can understand this week, I suppose. But yeah, I get what you mean. But not a bad side, Clemmer and Flagler, Huss and Saifidi, even Cape Ball and Frizzell matchup was going to be good.
Well, even Brody Jones and
Jordan Ricky, two young guns, really. I mean, Jordan Ricky's, to me, they're very similar in players and in personnel. We all know how much of a champion bloke Brody Jones is. I'll tell you what, Jordan Ricky's just the same. He's a good fella
and
too.
You know what? It's awesome to see too. Matt Croker playing off getting a front starting role.
Yeah,
because he absolutely plays his backside off.
He's another. I put him in the same class as a Jesse Sue.
Yeah.
Just turns up week in, week out. You know what you're getting from him. Just rolls his sleeves up and does the hard. So yeah, Crocs. Couldn't be more happy for him.
And it's awesome to see because I know sometimes he was named on the bench but wouldn't get any game time.
Yeah, that's
really... I can give him credit because that would be so frustrating to him. But good on him for keeping his head up high and saying he's he knows his time will come. And
saying that, I'd even just sit on the bench too. I'd be happy to suit up and sit on the bench.
I know you would, Smita.
But
you'd be the what is it? Who's the Broncos cheeky bugger? Alfie?
No, I'd be the 5 minute man. That's all I'd last, just 5 minutes and I'd be off. But I tell you what, it'd be a good 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm quite. This is going to be one of the games that round, I reckon. It could be. I know we're further down the ladder and the Broncos are in some form. But last week we sort of turned a page, and I think we could be trying to build on it. And I'll tell you what. Expect a big game from David Clemmer.
Absolutely. I reckon if the Knights played how they did last week, I could see them breaking this a game or even possibly winning the game.
A sneaky upset.
Upset on the round.
It could be. Could be a bold prediction coming up soon.
Prediction.
Yeah, I'm a huge. I can't wait, to be honest. But would you change any? Is there going to be any changes to perhaps the interchange? And if so, who and why? To me, Solo stays, Jacob Saifidi stays. They just speak for themselves. Their performances the last few weeks. Obviously, Phoenix Crosland's going to be the utility. But for me, Simi comes out because I haven't been that impressed with Simi of late, to be honest. And I'll be putting Jesse Sue in after last week's performance in reserve grade.
No question. I'll do the exact same thing because Jesse Sue's that big. You can play in the front row or can play the back row.
That's right. And to be honest, if we had a back problem, you could then put him in the back row and Brody Jones goes out to centre, so to speak.
Exactly.
My only other thing I would possibly look at changing, I mean, Phoenix probably deserves it, but Chris Randall, I feel sorry for the ball bloke.
Yeah,
he's played well all year, and then
Cover for Bailey.
And then Bailey comes in, and he's a forgotten man.
Oh, that's just because how sports is, but sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but it's just.
It's
I mean, it'd be a hard pill.
Hard pill to swallow, but.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jesse in for the last 2 rounds, and yeah, I mean.
And get that late night send off he deserves.
Yeah, 100%. But I tell you what, I'll have a chat with Jess and see if we can get him on before he goes.
Definitely.
Give him a proper send off he deserves and show our appreciation. But yeah, we might get on to the rest of the games too, boys?
Games, let's do it.
So yeah.
So first game off the rank. This one's a good one. There's a couple good cracking games this week.
Yeah. Thursday night starts. No.
Yeah, the Crazy Ladies, Penny Panthers, and the Melbourne Storm. For me, I'm taking Storm.
I'm going to take Penrith, but in saying that, it's going to be a hard one with Fish out as well. But Eisenhoff, Matt Eisenhoff, is another one of them players that does everything, but you just don't hear of him. But if you watch the game, you think he's a bit like that Moses Leota. But I tell you what, there's another one too. I'll tell you, I reckon if he ever come available, we should go after him. Scott Sorensen.
Oh yeah, he's a great player.
He is an absolute gun, and I'll tell you what, he doesn't get the raps he deserves either. But if he come available, I'd be throwing money at him. I'd even take him over Adam Elliott, to be honest. I mean, Adam Elliott, classy player, and it's going to bring a lot to the Knights, but yeah, Sorensen's just a machine. So I think if the Panthers, like saying Viliamu and Martin, if they shut down, just run at Munster and get in his head, and you put him off his game, the Panthers can bring it home.
Yeah.
Especially because it's at
Bluebet.
Yeah, Bluebet Stadium as well. So that's going to be another advantage. So, I mean, they don't lose very often there.
That's true.
So I'll take the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll take the Panthers also.
Fair call.
But in saying that, if they're going to lose, it's probably going to be this week. So, yeah,
this one's a tricky game, I reckon. The Warriors and the Bulldogs. Because the only reason why I'm saying it's tricky because it's in Mount Smart.
I'm going to take the Warriors in an upset.
Ooh.
Yeah, go on the Warriors.
Are you going to do the same pick as him?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
That's New Zealand. I think they're due for a win.
I'm taking the Doggies.
I think they will. I think you might be right, but I just got to, because everyone's in Sydney, I'd be the Doggies all over. But I'm just thinking because a lot of teams don't like to travel over there. So,
and I guess like the Doggies have been in great form, and they just got rattled last week by the Cowboys. So
Matt Burton, he's just going better and better each week. But yeah, I'll take the Warriors in a tight one.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game, I reckon.
24-12.
I reckon about 2016 for Doggies. I'll be if this is a blowout game either side. I'd be surprised.
Very surprised.
Oh, this one's another good game. It's tricky to pick. Gary's River Worms and the South Sydney Bunnies.
Oh, you know what? I want to take the Bunnies on this one. Only the fact that Mitchell Moses is out. And I think Latrell might come back into and just steer the Bunnies over it. But I think Mitchell Moses is probably as big to Parramatta as probably Cleary is to Penrith. So that's my reason for taking the Rabbits. But, yeah, it'll be a tight one. But I think maybe that factor might just come into the equation. But, I mean, I could be wrong because Parramatta have been playing very well.
Yeah, I've got Moses. I've got Moses. Yeah, I'm taking the Bunnies.
I
think,
the Bunnies.
like you said, Moses is a big part of what Parramatta does, and it's like the Cleary, but who's the backup?
I mean, I'd take Moses to the Knights if he was on offer, but not Brooks.
I'm sure there's a long list of halfback you probably want over Brooks. But
no offence, he's a good player, Brooks, but he's just not for us.
So you took him Parramatta?
Yeah, Parramatta.
The Rabbits for me.
Another cracking game. The Sydney Roosters and the North Queensland Cowboys. I'm going to start this one off. I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
No, Roosters.
Ooh.
Roosters don't lose at home often.
They will this week.
Yeah. It's like hard week to tip, I reckon. Some good games. This one's pretty easy. The West Tigers and the Sharks. No question, Sharks all the way.
Sharks.
Playing in Tamworth, actually, so that's pretty cool. Good to get out those regional areas.
Yeah, no, it is actually. They'll love it up there, and you know they don't. I mean, they get about one game a year. They do different teams.
I haven't played there.
Tamworth and Bathurst.
Yeah, I haven't played there I know there was last time. I remember the Knights playing up there a few years ago, but I haven't been up since COVID. I don't think, or to Tamworth.
Yeah, well, they were there last year.
Oh, they might have.
I could be wrong. It was probably the year before.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, you do right. It's good to see him get out, things like that. But you can't go past the Sharks, can you?
No,
Sharks.
Yeah, I mean the Tigers were good, but yeah, I'll have to take the Sharks.
And Sharks, especially because they're in that 3 spot, they want to hold on that top 4 spot. So
2 bites at cherry.
Yeah. Next one, I reckon, is hopefully going to be a close game. The Broncos and Knights.
Knights are me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Broncos.
Yeah, I should because then the Knights will win. So I'm going to take the Broncos and hopefully the Knights will win. But no, I'm going for the Knights. But
I think it wouldn't surprise me if it's a close game. But if the Broncos have a lead late, they might just the Knights has they might.
Be a good matchup too. With who's Oates and is Dom Young and Oates marking each
I
other?
reckon it would be, or even if it's not that, Cobbo and Cobbo and Oates, Cobbo and Young, like the 2 young wingers in form.
Yeah, well, I mean, just that in itself. Now, Oates is with Tawala, so that'll be pretty good. Gay Guy and Stags, Branko Lee and Bradman Best, Dominic Young and Cobbo.
Pretty good.
So there's some good matchups.
They'll bring back the Origin matchup, Gay Guy and Stags.
Yeah, true, very true. So, yeah.
This one's a bit tricky, I reckon. This next game's going to be, hopefully, it'll be a good game. The Raiders and Dragons.
What time is it? It's
2 o'clock on a Sunday.
Canberra.
No Sticky Ricky?
No, but they played good in some patches there. And I reckon Corey Herrera-Naira, he's starting to play some good form. And I think you'll find, I haven't seen too much of that, but you might see Corey Horsburgh come in for Tarpany.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because Tarpany's out for a bit, so yeah, I like him. He's got a bit of passion. I mean, he throws himself at tackles and misses by 100 metres sometimes, but you just think...
Oh, is that effort there?
Yeah, I like the bloke, but Raiders to me.
Yep, well, I'm going Dragons. Picking upset. Because, like, say what you want to say about Dragons. They only lost to Sharks by 6 points in the...
Oh, Dragons are not a bad team. They're just hanging around that little, you know...
No man's land.
That extra hands to help Hunt this year could have went a long way. But, yeah.
Destination for Luke Brooks.
Could be. Could be, because, once again, you got a good quality player in Hunt around him. So, yeah, it could be. But the next one's going to be a bit of a...
this one's...
snooze fest.
Yep, the Titans and Bin Chickens. I'm going to take the Bin Chickens.
I'm going Titans.
You'd have to. All right, if the Titans lose, you've got to do 100-metre Gosling.
100 metre. Don't even think I'll make that far.
At least he's honest. Yeah, no, I'd have to take the...
I just think they're due for a win.
Yeah, sooner or later, maybe next year. But, yeah, you could be right.
But I see Manly all over this unless Forum decides to lay an egg and gives his team next year a head start.
Well, he was talking about trying to backflip as well.
Oh, was he?
But because Manly's found a little bit extra money. But, yeah, righto. Anyway, bold predictions, guys.
Bold predictions.
Big Clam is going to get over for a try this week. And he's going to play... And he's going to come off with no abusing.
I'm going to go Dominic Young, hat-trick.
Ooh, yes, I like that.
I'm going to go Sue to come in and score a try.
So he gets the latest. He gets a late call up, does he?
Yep, gets
That's
late call
bold.
up.
That is bold.
He scores a try.
That would be.
And Smita does a Gosling for it.
If that happens, I will do a Gosling.
Oh, yeah. Live on set?
Huh?
Live on set?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe. But yeah. All right, righto, because that's probably. Yeah.
Bored.
Very bored. But, yeah, Hammer. Clamour for me to come on and score a try and play one of his best games for a long time. You watch, I'll probably put the mockery on him, man. Anyway, guys, that's Ball Predictions. We'll take another short break and be back to wrap it all up. Yeah. All right, guys, and welcome back. And we're going to do our last caller giveaway and see how we go. Hopefully we'll get someone this time. It's ringing.
Let's see if they pick up.
Hi, you've reached Margot and Gary. Sorry we're not here. Leave a message and we'll get back to you. Bye.
And it went to their message bank. So, sorry, Margot, you missed out. So, yeah.
Yeah, next week.
Does that mean
We'll do 4 next week. Give away 4 prizes next week. But, yeah, we did give the Momoa away.
The Momoa?
But, it's going to be auctioned off. So, thanks to Les, we'll get him on and he's going to give it back away for...
We're keeping you up, Mitch.
Yeah. So for the don't forget to get on and for the walk, the nighttime walk for little kids.
Yeah.
Get on and give it a bit of love, and it will be good to get everyone along. So, also like to thank our sponsors.
The sponsors, great sponsors. Be no show without them.
No, that's right. So Hymix, Newcastle Live, Mobile Travel Agents, Sayers Inc.,
Steak and Chops, Burnell's,
Muso's Corner, and Sports Power,
and
Burton Automotive. So, that's
Give away for the caller.
Yeah, we give away for the caller. What do you reckon? First one, second one, third one, fourth one.
The second one was really good.
Who was the second one?
Shane, was it?
Shane was the first.
Yeah. Oh, was it Shane? Yeah, I reckon Shane.
Yeah, right. Shane was the first one. All right, he wins this week, caller of the week. So
send him a nice prize packet out.
Yeah. So thanks again, and thanks, Jono.
Thank you, sir.
Mitch.
Thank you.
And be back next week. So go the Knights, and
go the Knights.
Let's hopefully they go streaking.
That's right. That'll be great to see. So we'll be back again next week with a heap more prizes to give away and a lot of fun stuff. You might even have some of Smita's cooking.
Satay chicken.
Oh, look at him. He's happy. Happy as a Minion inch. Yeah, anyway. All right, guys. So once a night.
Always a night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Smith's mailbag?
Yeah. We don't do Smith's mailbag.
It still says Smith's
No, I'm
mailbag.
going to get rid of it. Fucking Minion sitting there in the middle of me trying to touch Jono's leg and said, "Oh, sorry."
And he liked it.
Cut that out, Adam.
Going down, putting you there right in the frame, rapping about a team and the latest game.